Phoenix Suns. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Booker. James Harden picking up that last basket. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Get the tape. I'll make it so it's
And Richards drops them both.
Over there.
Here's Los Angeles now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Here's Booker. Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the jam. He just powered that one. One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Harden. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Fooled the D that time. Harden with the soft touch, okay.
And coming in as a floor-spacing 2 guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage. Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that two-man game.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Quick start for the Suns in this one. 6-point lead. Pass to Durant.
Hey Siri, increase the volume.
Pocket 6. Back to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harden with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Screen by Leonard. Fires the three. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Leonard. Beal pulls it in. Suns leading by 5. Pass to Richards. Releases.
Come on, Richards.
The
What the
Clippers
heck?
grab the miss. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Harden. Count the bucket.
Ball, what
And
the
he's
heck?
got a free throw coming up as well.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul, getting the whistle and the bucket.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
On offense, here are the Suns. Durant inside. And a missed layup. And here are the Clippers now. Trailing by 2. Got a piece of it. Harden draws the double. And the dunk by Zubac.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
O'Neal outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 7. Here's Zubac. Sweet little floater. And it's 6 points for Ivica Zubac.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He reads the floor as well as anybody in the game.
Screen by Durant. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Harden. Leonard inside. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 5.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Clippers on top as they wrap up the
18.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Here's Durant. Going up high, Kevin Durant.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ's still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
No good from Zubac.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And stolen by Simmons. Down low. Here's Zubac. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Durant. Using his length inside. Durant.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Plumlee with the steal. Knocked loose. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
A loaded 6'10". Ben Simmons moves around like a guard, and let's just say this. I'm happy I don't have to guard him.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Inside, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Jones from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Bull. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And the dunk by Bull.
Using the pick nicely, Durant able to find the open man.
Jones drives in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for
Why
Jones.
did you make a mess, Michaela? Why you did that?
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. To the paint. Here's Bull. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bull's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Back to Leonard. And Bull sends it back. Pass to Allen. Now Beal. Bull with it. He's got 6. Here's Richard. Just 5 to shoot. Nobody near Allen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jones.
Dang, Chris.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
No more water. Go put it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. For Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
Left side, Durant. Looking for Richards and gets it there. Back to KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jones has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Stolen by Durant. It's all tied in Phoenix. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The Clippers, 36. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here are the Clippers. Here's Harden. And he lays it straight in. Harden's got 9 points.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got his first points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Outside for Batum. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes, and after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there, but whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Kicks it out to Allen. Tries yet again. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 3. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, Bogdanovich. Batum, the screen. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Coffey can't get it to go. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Eubanks. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 3.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Plumlee with the screen. Down low. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Clippers leading by 3. Inside. And that one's good. Eubanks. Eubanks got 4 points in the quarter.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Pass to O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Now done. A kick out to O'Neal. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. O'Neal's got 6 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Mills. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Clippers on defense. A 2-point game. Leonard on the wing. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Phoenix no good that time either. Clippers leading by 4. To the middle. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Harden on the wing. On the wing, Harden. 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Devin Booker. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Over in the corner, Allen. Driving inside. And the rejection by Zubac.
Stop moving on.
Gets the bucket. Harden's got 13.
Just superb work in transition. This is where he really becomes an absolute problem.
To the paint. Here's Dunn. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Free throw, no good for Dunn. Good D by Lee. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Clippers ahead. They lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Suns trail by 6. And here's Booker. Down low. Bull. It's hauled in by Coffee. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Jones. You can't get that one. Great D that time from Durant. Phoenix with the ball. Physical defense. And TD does not flinch.
Damn.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Leonard with no one around. Buries it from three-point range.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but who doesn't love a high-scoring game? Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Kawhi, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He knows every possession is critical now.
One shot.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
The Suns making a change here.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. They're leading by 8. That's slammed in by Jones.
And this is how you want to come out of the half.
prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And finished off by O'Neal.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Los Angeles making a switch here.
Norman Powell. James Harden.
Clippers leading by 8. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Powell. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard, no luck. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No matter what.
Harden looking it over. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
I'll keep changing my damn defense. How the heck am I supposed to play the game?
Back to Harden. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
Keep changing my damn defense.
Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There's that unlimited range
That's why
that
he's
James
winning.
Harden and maybe a couple other guys on the planet can shoot from. He just shoots the deep ball with such confidence.
And stolen by Leonard. And now the Clippers on the break. Back to Harden. Done outside. Back to Harden. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
O'Neal at the elbow. It's Beal on the wing. Good on the triple.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Dunn left side. Pass to Powell. Harden left side. And here's Leonard. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Good on the bucket. Dunn's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Kicks it out to Allen. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker. Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. It's deflected. 6 to shoot. Pass to Harden. Back to Leonard. Dunn shot's good.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
So it's Los Angeles winning this